Well done, Alan Robinson, got the score correct. Yes, there was one person who got the score correct for Rotherham versus Sunderland. But here we go again, back again with another video. Yes, here we go again, back again. Alan Robinson was the only person to get the correct score, Rotherham 2. He did say, I hope I'm not right, but I have the feeling, and he was correct. Well done, Alan. Well done in that sense, but unfortunately Sunderland did lose 2-1. But there is a new leader of the top of the big book of C. Chris Wilkins has 7 points, takes the lead outright. So well done, Chris, on your 1-1 draw against Bristol City, which I accidentally missed off, so I do apologise for that. But Sunderland do travel down to Coventry on Saturday for this early kick-off. Yes, early kick-off of 12:30 for Sky, really, isn't it? But Coventry were formed back in 1883, 139 years young. Now, Coventry do play the football at the Coventry Building Society Arena, formerly known as the Rico Arena. You know, the Rico Arena, we did get a draw against Coventry, first game of the season, 1's apiece, when Coventry got snatched a late equaliser late on. Now, Mark Robbins is still the manager of Coventry, but this big arena down there, the Coventry Building Society Arena, it has over 32,000 fans, which can be allowed to be, put into the stadium. And their record crowd, yes, the record crowd at this stadium was February the 19th, when it was England versus Italy. The women's football got over 32,000 people in. What a good game of football. And England did go on to beat them 2-1. Then they went and smashed Belgium in the final. So well done. Well done, Serena. Is it Serena Speakman? I don't know what you call her. Serena somebody, I forget her name now. I forget her name. Weigman. Yeah, well done. Absolutely amazing. England unbeaten in so many games. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully they're going to win the World Cup next. So, Sunderland do drop down into 8th place on 49 points. But in 4th place, 3 points higher is Blackburn. And in 4 points below, in 11th place, is Coventry with a game in hand. Coventry do have that game in hand. But we say we're only 3 points behind the playoffs. So against Rotherham, yes, it was a very disappointing game of football. Everybody, apart from Alan Robinson, all predicted the Sunderland win. 1 or 2 draws out there. I was, end of the day, do I think we'll make the playoffs? Well, we still can. It's early days. There's plenty of games to go. Yes, disappointing. It was a disappointing result. I was disappointed. I was really disappointed with the result. But we pick ourselves up and we move on to the next game. Hopefully we can bounce back with a victory against Coventry. And the lads have got to bounce back and sort of find some energy for somewhere, because they're very flat in the first half. Now, I put that down to a lot of changes in the side. I do put that down to a lot of changes in defence as well, because I think one area of the pitch you don't want to have too many changes is defence. I've already had me say on that, so I'm going to shut up and be quiet about it. I'm sure I've got a feeling that Tony will go back to a similar defence to what we've had in the past. But Coventry, yes, the last few games, they beat Rotherham 2-0. They drew against Luton 1-1. They got beat off West Bromwich Albion 1-0. They got beat off Norwich 4-2, and they got beat off Burnley 1-0. So they did play some difficult sides there, but they did lose those games. So they beat Huddersfield in between. So they're winning games, they're losing games, they're getting the draws as well. So they're not that middle of the table. Now, I did predict Sunderland would finish 12th at the end of the season. Now, 12th place, I still kind of feel like that's the way we could drift to at the end of the season. But I hope that we can. I think if we did have Corey Evans, and well done Corey Evans on a year's contract, I do think if we had Corey Evans fit and Ross Stewart fit, we would definitely be in the playoffs. But with those 2 experienced players missing, I think it's a massive miss for Sunderland. But yes, Sunderland fans are travelling down to Coventry in their droves, so hope you have a safe journey down to the Coventry Building Society Arena and a safe journey home. But at the end of the day, I do wish Coventry best for the rest of the season. May the best team win on Saturday. Sunderland will look to rekindle our winning form on Saturday afternoon, 12:30 at the Coventry Building Society Arena. That's it, yeah. Team news, Tony Mowbray has yet to confirm any absentees since our last outing on Tuesday night. Now, Patrick Robertson, AJ Lessie could make it back into the starting 11, where Lyndon Gooch and Niall Huggins will not be even risked on the substitutes bench as such. And we have the long-term absences. So Coventry have recently returned to a much improved spell of form after a run of 6 without a win in all competitions across December and January. This included a home defeat in the Emirates FA Cup against Wrexham, of course. Yes, Mark Robin's men have won each of the last 2 league matches without conceding They won 2-0 in the New York Stadium. Yes, they did win the 2-0 New York Stadium, and they did beat Huddersfield 2-0. I was further down, but they had games in between, so I don't know where that's coming from. Anyway, the Sky Blues do sit 11th in the table behind the lads in 8th and 4 points. Having played a game fewer, top goal scorer Victor Goites spearheads the attack. He has hit 14 in the league and bettered only by Middlesbrough Akpom. There we go. Brilliant. He's a good player. I mean, he's a really good player. It's going to be a hard match. But then we'll go into... Right, anybody out there know why Coventry was called Coventry? Anybody know out there what was Coventry before it was called Coventry? Well, listen to this. Coventry began as a Saxon village. It was called Coff and Tree. Coff and Tree. There we go, which means the tree belonging to Coffer. The tree belonging to Coffer. Trees were often used as a meeting places. In this case, the settlement grew up around the tree and it eventually became Coventry. There we go. That's how Coventry was formed. It's fine. There we go. Time for team news. This is the team I would start. Not the team Tony Mowbray. I'll have a good idea what Tony starts tomorrow. But this is the team I predict that will start. Team I think will start. I do think, of course, I do talk a lot of shite, man, but I do think a lot of shite sometimes as well. But I think Hume will come back as right back where I think he deserves to be there. Doesn't deserve to be dropped. Ballard Bart in the correct area of the pitch with Alessi on the left-hand side. Again, I think Alessi, after a little bit of a rest, for me, back in the side. Mishut Dan Neil is the issue. We give away lots of the ball on Tuesday night. Mind you, Mishut wasn't much better. So do we make a double change in the middle against Coventry? Probably not. So I'd risk dropping one of them. I don't know which one you think we should drop, but maybe is Luke 9 in there, or do we start Ekwa? Personally, we could have Ekwa in there on the left-hand side with Alessi because I have linked up before, but I think I'd stick Luke 9 in there with Mishut, with Pritchard, Roberts back and Clark, and Ahmad rested to the bench. I think Ahmad, after about 60 minutes coming on, would be full of beans, full of energy, and I think he'd have a good last 30 minutes of the match. So that's my team, 4-2-3-1, back to solid base foundation. Let's have a lot of energy on the pitch. A lot of energy on the pitch. Let's try and really get into Coventry's faces. They're going to be difficult. Coventry are a good side, good game, and good. Like I said, that Voorhees, or whatever you call him, he's a good footballer. 14 goals this season. Difficult match. So if you are going down to Coventry, I wish you all the best. Hope you have a great journey down there and a safe journey home. Hopefully I'll have some team news tomorrow. And don't forget to leave your score predictions down below in the comment section for a point to get in the big book of sea to have one of those shirts. That one over there is a small men's shirt. So there we go. You have a choice of different shirts you can win, if I get that correct. There we go. So there we go. So Chris Wilkins is top of the table. I do wish Coventry all the best. Hopefully we get the 3 points. We need to bounce back. Do I think we're going to the playoffs? Do I think? I have a split decision, split mind. One half's like, yes, we can make the playoffs, get back into a good run of form. But the other half's like, we haven't really got a massive squad, to be fair. We were a couple of really experienced players injured, lots of matches coming thick and fast. The players are starting to look a bit tired, a little bit jaded. Have they got it in them for one last push to the playoffs? Or will we just miss out? So at the end of the day, whatever happens, so far, so good. 8th place. I'm not disappointed in the season so far. At the end of the day, we've won something like 13. I think we've drawn 10? I don't know. We've played 33 games, so we've won 13. So we must have drawn 10 and lost 10. Possibly that should be it. Won 10. Yeah, 13, 10. That makes 33. There we go. Maths, top job. 10 out of 10. Unless it's 33 out of 10. It's not 10. That was 13 wins, 10 draws, 10 defeats. That's it in 33. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a quick one. Get this out there. I'm feeling a bit tired. I'm going to go straight to bed now because I'm tired. I'm not really going to have my tea. Chicken. Nice chicken. Well, I've run out of things to say, which is unusual for me, so I'm going to go. Right, take care. God bless me. God go with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on probably tomorrow night with some team news. If not, then the live stream against Coventry on Saturday. I'll be finishing work, coming straight home for the live stream on Saturday. Where, yes, we're going to bounce back with a 2-1 win. Let's reverse it to 2-1. Remember, we got plus 12 goal difference. Blackburn in 4th place, 3 points above Sunderland, have got a -2 goal difference. Coventry +2, but goal difference means nought if you haven't got the points in the bag. Right, we'll see you later. And I was going to say one last thing. Where's it gone? Down here, isn't it? Yeah, well, it was team news. Team news today. This is the team. I think this is the one that's going to start, right? Yeah. That loose on there. So there was one more thing I wanted to say. Where's my pen gone? Fucking hell, man. Fuck off. So there was one more thing I was going to say. What a tatey I am. I missed the striker off. Gelhardt. Who did score on Tuesday night. Got the mark. So well done, Gelhardt. Absolutely pleased that you scored your first goal in the red and white shirt. I predict you'll score another one on Saturday. Right, I'm going now before I have another accident. See you later. Thanks for watching.